Cool. So moving on to another song, we could talk about 10,000 Reasons. That's also a really big song right now for a lot of churches. That's especially true for our church. A lot of people have just kind of dug their hands into that song, and they love that song. It's very declarative. It's very anthemic. People love that song. So when that gets thrown into a set, it's really exciting. It's a really great time just to kind of take that song to turn it up to 11 and just have a great time with it. So for that song, the worship leader again will usually start down pretty low, and then we'll kind of ramp up into the rest of the song. So we'll do like a drop chorus or like a part of a verse, and then we'll just kick into the turnaround of the song. So for that one, I'll usually just do big chords and not really try to add in too much of a lead line. So for that one, I may turn down just a little bit of the delay. I'll probably just have one overdrive on. Again, this one is in the key of C. So I'll have a capo on, that way I can play G shapes. If you want to play in the key of C, you'll be playing down here, which is okay. But if you capo 5 and play G shapes, you get to have a little bit more fun, a little bit more flexibility. You can get away with playing a little bit more open strings. So that's just the way that I approach it. So on that big first turnaround, I'll usually play something like this. Spill over, and then the full band is in on the verses, and then the verses are usually pretty chill. You know, I may add in a few like trickly stuff here and there just to kind of add a little bit, not too much. You kind of want to leave a little bit of space. And then that classic part in 10,000 Reasons where the drummer just hits those big notes on a floor tom and the rack tom. That's usually when I'll jump back in kind of full blast and do the... into the chorus, and I'll do the same thing with chords. And like I was saying, the nice thing about playing G shapes is that you can get away with playing rhythm guitar, but you can also add in a couple of the lead stuff. So that sometimes may look something like this. Stuff like that, kind of whatever you prefer. That just kind of works for me. And then in some of the courses, maybe later on, I might add in like that cool triad thing. And what's cool about the triad is that you can move from up here down to the G formation, so you can do something like... Like I said, what works for you. I tend to play like that. I like the real big combination of rhythm and lead. It takes up a lot of sound. It fills up a lot of volume in a mix and in a room, especially the size of ours. But also you can get away with playing some of those cool lead line parts that aren't classic lead lines where you're just kind of, jamming on one string or two strings, but you're kind of incorporating chords into lead parts. So you're kind of carrying the rhythm part and adding body, but then you're kind of trickling in some lead stuff. So you can add some texture and some cool notes that kind of behaves like a lead line or like a picking part, but you're still maintaining that big rhythm sound. So that's a great way to hybrid it and really add something to the band mix and to be a little bit more 3D with what you're playing.